Oh my gosh, you guys, I was fighting with one Vatnik in social media for a good minute and I won. Yeah, I debunked his lies about Zelensky banning the oldest and widely supported church in Ukraine and how could it be and blah blah blah. So I will give you my arguments that you can use with the conversation like this, and what should you say if you are hearing such type of narrative. So let's dive into it. So, how Moscow Orthodox Church appeared in USSR, and was it as old as you have been told it was? Also, why on earth, after the fall of USSR, Moscow Orthodox Church was still operating in Ukraine? So, we will not deep dive into the time of national liberation war of Bogdan Khmelnytsky with Poland-Lithuanian Commonwealth,
Князь дав наказ ударити по
and
флангах.
his
Раптом йому
the
спину
most
врізалась орда.
tragic decision to conclude a union with Moscow Tsar in 1654. I think it was the biggest mistake in his career, but we will start from the Soviet Union. Soviet leaders were chasing the church for decades. Lenin neglected the church, Stalin wants to destroy it. Till the 1943. Why Stalin needed to create new church as an institution? Because it was a war. A lot of people were in the trenches, armless, without equipment, without any proper weapons. You know that Soviet Union was a very poor country. Industrialization has not been yet deployed all over the country. It will be after war. However, people need to be consolidated somehow, and narrative to fight for Stalin and communism were no longer valid because there were not atheistic people in the trenches, guys. Stalin clearly understands that he will not win this war single-handedly, no matter what nonsense Russians are saying to the whole world. USSR did not win the war themselves. US opened the second front and war was won with the help of allies. But first, Stalin needs to convince US that Soviet Union has a human face. So he decided to create new institution church to show American people that were deeply religious at that time that Soviet Union and Soviet people are just like them. So guys, overnight at 5th of September 1943, Stalin brought priests that have not been died yet or executed on the north of Siberia and who has not been died from the starvation yet. He brought them to Moscow and offered them life for obeying. And people were so exhausted and terrified that they accepted the deal. So in this actual church, in the anniversary of Bolshevik Revolution of 7th of November 1943, in this year they did a service that they blessed Stalin, his regime and all Soviet government and wish them long life living. Another additional supplementary reason why Stalin recovered church institution were people on occupied territory by Soviets, for example, Belarus and Ukraine, were Christians. And you cannot beat Christianity because it always survived. If you cannot beat the enemy, you can lead it, but make it controllable. And guys, in Ukrainian territory, amid the war, it was also big Christian revival. And Germans who conquered Ukrainian territories also opened the church, and Stalin needed to beat Germans at this point, and Molotov, the person who was in charge of Communist Party in Ukraine, created special consul governmental commission in the questions of Orthodox Church. This commission actually controlled the church from A to Z. Guys, and this same church is still operating in Russia because lately in 2023, the 8-meter statue or monument of Stalin, Josipp Stalin, has been established in the Russian town Veliki Luki. And this statue was blessed by Orthodox Russian priest. Monument to Stalin. After the second time Stalin took over the western part of Ukraine, he began to chase Greek Catholic Church severely. First, his secret police were searching for collaborators. The priests who agreed to serve under the NKVD or KGB and people who can snitch for secret police. All other people in the church, priests and the members of their family who refused to collaborate were sent in Siberia or killed. At that time, you was not able to make a career as a priest if you are not negotiate or have close ties with NKVD. And also Stalin started to open Moscow Orthodox Church abroad because he said that people want to also unite to our church and explore our traditions.
Они могли посещать греческие храмы или болгарские церкви, но по-настоящему нуждались в русской церкви и ее богослужениях как источники веры и спасения.
And these institutions Stalin used as a spies community because it was very convenient to use priests as a spy. So you will ask, why the heck this institution has not been terminated in the day Soviet Union collapsed? I will answer. Guys, after the collapse of such big machine and institutions on many different independent sovereign countries, you cannot get rid of all people who still have a Soviet ideology in their mind and who are in charge, who are in government. So, of course, we had people who are patriots in government at that days. But still we had old people with Soviet thinking and Soviet agenda in their heads, and they decided to leave this church in Ukraine. Because people get used to it and close ties has been implemented to Russia, and still young Ukraine wanted to be in partnership with Russia and with the Western world. We wanted to sit on two chairs, and this was a mistake. Guys, I want to take a second here and say thank you to everyone, each of you who donated to my YouTube channel and supported Jane as a content creator. Appreciate ya. Your donations help me not to do small fundraising for some military needs and just buy needed stuff. Recently we bought the gas reservoirs for my friend in army, and it also thanks to you. Without you, it would not be happened. And I'm already preparing my personal vlog, monthly vlog, that I will email to everyone who donated. And I just wanted to say that you're a great community, and without you, I would not handle this YouTube channel. My spark would already gone, So thank you guys. And guys, the leader of Ukrainian Orthodox Church of Moscow Patriarchy, this guy Pavlo, the father Pavlo. Actually, his name is Pavel Mercedes for his love to luxury cars. Actually, he confessed he does have a Mercedes, but it's not a luxury for him, it's only the tool to be drove from one place to another. And he said, I'm in my 50s, I have a diabetes, my joints are not okay. Gosh, man, do some sports, I don't know. And he also has a mansion, $1 million mansion in the Kiev district. So, you understand. So the leader of this church, this guy, is now under criminal scrutiny. He actually now in jail waiting for the court investigation and all this stuff. Because he was accused of justifying Russian criminal invasion in Ukraine. Also, in 2014, he said there is no war on Donbass, it's just a civil conflict. And 2018, his words were, Crimea was never Ukrainian territory, guys. This is the church. This is real face of the church that President Zelensky has banned in 2023. And everyone who are saying that it's widely supported, most oldest Orthodox church in Ukraine are wrong, because this is not a church, this is institution that obeying Moscow and spying for Moscow. Of course, not all priests and members of this congregation and institution are traitors. Many of them are helping our army, helping ZSU, volunteering and providing aid for them, and they canceled their memberships and joined Ukrainian Orthodox Church, who received autokephale, like autonomy from the Constantinople, you know. I hope more and more churches will transfer from Moscow Patriarchy to Orthodox Church of Ukraine or Greek Catholic Church, for example, because both of the churches are worthy and process of liturgy is almost the same and symbol of faith is the same too. If you are interested more in deep dive in difference between Orthodox and Greek Catholics, please let me know in the comments and I will do another explanatory video, because you probably asking how many Orthodox confessions are they having. We have Ukrainian Orthodox Church of Moscow Patriarchy and Orthodox Church of Ukraine. And this Orthodox Church of Ukraine are actually good guys, and many people from Moscow Patriarchy has transferred voluntarily to the good guys. Now they're on the light side, on the bright side. Friends, thank you for watching this video with small explanatory video. Hope it was not boring. It was necessary because debunking Russian propaganda is very powerful tool. And hope this argument and statements will help you if you will have a written conversation or written battle on Twitter or on the internet somewhere with the Russian supporters or people who just are victims of Russian propaganda. So thank you, God be with you, and put thumbs up to this video, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.